Because one, I have an interest in studying more, like from diploma, you learn like the basics, but when you come into degree, you actually learn more. And I guess another reason would be because my parents actually asked me to pursue my degree because they said with a degree in hand, it will be much easier to find a job.
Well, I'm taking my degree mainly because, law, you actually require a degree for it to work. And you can't just, like step into a law firm, just work on based on experience and become an actual lawyer. You need a degree for it to happen. So yeah, that's why, because my ambition is to become a lawyer or a lecturer. So yeah, that's why I took my degree.
For me, it would be yes and no. Yes, because nowadays companies would usually go after students who have a degree certificate in hand. Why I feel no is because in this era, there are so many youngsters who don't even have jobs. Even with a degree in hand, they don't actually have jobs.
Well, I would say mainly the parents. Yeah, but then still I don't blame the parents for having that kind of mentality because due to like really fast development of our society. Because like back then when they were our age, when they were around 20 age, it was really difficult for them to land a job. So having a degree would be really precious. You'll be somewhere up there when you have a degree. But then with education made easy and so on, and the rapid change of generations and the rapid change of the way we think, the value of a degree might decrease a little bit.
Ministry of Education stated only 53% of the 273,373 graduates in 2015 were employed within 6 months of graduating. In a nutshell, only half of those who graduate are able to secure a job, while a quarter are jobless 6 months after getting the scrolls. Among regional economies, unemployment rates for young graduates also tend to be higher than non-graduate. These developments in graduate unemployment have raised several key policy questions for emerging economies with regards to enhancing the quality and relevance of education systems to prepare for rapidly evolving industries, the types of job being created, and the readiness of the human capital base. But the most important is, do qualifications still hold any significance?
Okay, when companies are hiring people, there are three basic things that we'll be looking for. The three basic things are skills, experience, and qualification. Because if you go back to some theory of human resource management, which is called job specification will specify the skills, the experience, and qualification needed to fit into the job. Because if you have the skills and you have the experience, it's almost like you have the right candidates to come in with the right experience and skills to fit into the job. And qualification is just a basic tertiary education that's provided to you. That's a good question. Well, many employers will definitely look for candidates with which experience, have an experience and skills. But nevertheless, it doesn't mean that if you are a fresh graduate from school, from a college or university, it doesn't mean that you will be disadvantaged to you, but you also will be assessed based on the skills that you may have. It doesn't mean that if you have a degree in human resource management and you're applying for a job as a human resource officer, and the other candidates which are competing with you have the experience of 2-3 years in another company, it doesn't mean that you may not get the job. Because when we assess the skills, you may not have the skills which is related to your job, but we assess you with the skills which is required to do the job. Very good question. A lot of students, when they have graduated, I found out from my experience that they did not prepare themselves for the interview. So let's say you have applied for a job for a company, a multinational, go do some homework to find out what the company is all about. What products are they making? What services are they providing? Are there any particular instances where they created history in their employment services in Malaysia, so that when you know the company better, during the interview, you could relate your answers with the company's goals? That would be an advantage for you. So the keyword is 3 words: prepare, prepare, prepare. Besides imparting knowledge to students, colleges and universities should take efforts to prepare the students into the working world. Right? Many colleges have done the interns program, which is good, and those interns program has got to be very objective. What are you trying to achieve on those? So what some companies have done is they call the adjunct professorship program, calling on the practitioners of professionals from the factory and the companies to come forward to the universities and colleges to teach. Right? They will be able to tell you the kind of experience and knowledge that you need to have within the students that really could bridge the gap between what the student has in terms of knowledge and then preparing themselves for the job.
The future of our nation lies on the hand of the youth of today. They are the nation builder and is important for our country's progress. Our nation needs the youth ability and capacity in development. In return, they should be provided with education and job opportunities. But before this, they should stop, think, take actions, and make a change.